The last two editions, so looking for at least a hat.
Wow. 4 semi-finals to get as far as he did in the tournament. That is, you have to be in good form against those opponents. That Arab here, and so will Yik later today on court 1.
Just a small matter of that.
You have to take your hat off to that ability. I still feel, my personal opinion, let's say they do keep it up, they do maintain the doubles, both get to the world champs in those disciplines or the Olympic Games. Now, if I get this wrong, fair enough, but it's my opinion that or the other.
They get further.
They're both very good singles players.
I think you only have to look at someone like...
You've got different skills, there's different attributes you need a lot of the time in training for singles. How can you spend enough time practicing for those kind of doubles things? Hugely gifted. If I was going to be super critical, his splits too slightly, and ideally you want it to be about an inch or as low as possible. He leaves the floor by about 6 inches from help, and it would save energy, crucially. Win matches without going to 3, that kind of thing. If he had his brother's smash, which of course partly relies on his brother's height, which he doesn't have. Some of the Danish players, Kim and Anas, weren't up there at the time, and I think was it Rasmus Kjær's partners got injured and all sorts was going on. But
2 early round exits at the All England and Malaysia Opens. And second round exits this year.
Yeah, he's made a few finals, hasn't he, since sort of last autumn. Hugely consistent. In fact, I had a little question for you.
Okay.
So if I go back 10 years,
they were still there.
2015 today. So name me 3.
Well, Cho Tien-Chen, but he had a very brief time outside the top 10 last.
A ranking order. Who has spent the most time?
Cho Tien-Chen
is incorrect. Left the top 10 since he first got into the top 10 in January 24. But the impressive thing for me is he's back in it again for the last almost a year. So
at 35 almost.
So he's spent 9.5 years inside the world's top 10. I mean, that.
Well, there's perennial top 10 players in some trouble.
No, we haven't actually talked about it all that much this match, but we've been talking about it for 3 days now. The drift conditions out here. That's a lot. And that's partly, his maturity and age.
That's a lovely.
A slightly different second game, let's say.
Oh, he's not got it. Lovely shot there by Warmer today.
Christie's t-shirt is just clung to his skin, and Popov in between points struggling with. That's lovely as well.
Play.
Back line, which is no easy task. Yeah, and that's the interesting thing about the game, the sport itself. Even the top lifts and clears aggressively, he can play them flat, which means Popov can't get behind and up, play an aggressive clear or an aggressive lift. Popov has to control the nets here, and he also needs to just be aggressive. So the winner of this, Shi Hao, who can forget that All England performance getting to the final earlier this year.
So we're going to a third then.
Yeah, I know.
It's just followed that way, isn't it? Pretty much.
We've seen quite a lot of it this, and it might be that Popov finds a way to play well with the drift. Oh, was it a question?
It's not a statement.
Ah, okay. A place where you're going to prefer to start on the faster or slower side because of X, Y, and Z reasons. arguably, let me just take where Only will struggle more there than somebody that's used to playing in that environment. I would, or I've heard, for example, yeah, but it's not necessarily
No, I know.
specific to Asian players are better at it.
Because most of them will have grown up with it.
Oi.
That was... It's the same... Cannot...
You can't ignore it.
Yeah,
you know.
emphasise this enough.
Unfortunately, it's a big factor as to what's affecting. Oi!
Game is that they will both get a chance.
Service.
Yeah, it's a psychological battle. Almost touching out of that corner for some reason.
That's going to go out.
Through at Lanier.
Game. Yeah.
To Popov's armory.
Yeah.
How many games would he then finish earlier than?
Oh,
good
nice
block.
play. Yeah.
Initially, when it comes off the racket, you think it's going to go long, and that's because he's playing into the drift.
Yeah.
Same here, for example. Popov could have taken that earlier, decided to watch it, just in case it's going long.
Again.
This everything, and still probably won't win the game. So, save some energy. That's a lot more effective. It will get held up against the drift slightly and land shorter.
Better than half.
It's still in the plus column.
It is.
Isn't it?
It is. But you quite generally see the better players of Christie's level get into the 60s and 70s.
But there's always context to these stats because
you're right.
Okay, let's say Axelson's and Shi Yu Qi's, for example, be more matches going to quite as pronounced.
Popov already with more points than Christie got in the first game. That might have been out.
That's a lovely shot that was from Christie. Sorry, Christo Popov looks so in doubt in some of the rallies. That shot, look at that, for example. Can't do that from this side of the court.
No.
Tilson had to go and throw up at one interval not that long ago. Hoping this was just maybe a clearing the throat kind of situation.
I know that sounds so obvious, but you know, just thinking back to PV Sindhu against Miyazaki yesterday, and she was what, 11-3?
11-2 or 11-3 up, wasn't she? And play differently or not be able to handle the conditions because they panic. That's the challenge. It's not necessarily the score. I think here Popov could go make some.
Right.
We can assume, for example, the score might be 11-6 to Popov, right?
Right.
It probably won't be because this is sport. Who knows what's going to happen? Everything can change. But if it is 11-6, that even who really knows? I still think. It
doesn't like a good hypothetical.
It could be 11-10.
Yeah.
We could still get to 18 all, 19 all, something like that, and then it's just. More important to Popov than it is to Christie. I think that's starting to worry. If you're at 11-6, you're probably feeling fairly confident. Good net shot. Back and kept hitting.
Was that Fahan against Kunlava? Is that
maybe it was the day before. Who did we watch on day one? Great net shot from Christo Popov.
Pushed Kunlava.
Yeah, he almost sort of. It's hard to win. Oh, has he broken a string here, Christie? Maybe not.
Oh, he's got that in.
With the smash. That's the session. Might be what you need to do for the next 10 minutes to win this section of the game. Get yourself into a position where you can do that. That's a tactic. A tactic. Good save. Getting these early chances to hit down. He still can't find a way through. And Christie's having to... 5. 11-5, 11-6, something like that at the break, and point scrambling in defence. I think there were a few in the second where great work, both of them in the mid-court. Oh. Superb, Christo Popov. Jonatan Christie. Popov gets the next 5. Christie gets the next 10.
Anders Antonsen at the Singapore Open.
Yeah, he had a good run that week.
Yeah, he did. Very good position.
Yeah, see, he can't wind up. He can't get behind it off the floor and hit down hard. He just doesn't get, just squeezing the court dimensions, making it so difficult for Popov. Good rally.
Oh, he's got
Popov. It's Popov this time up the court, putting pressure on the Indonesian.
Get the wrong thing there. Yeah, it's 3 points.
It is 3 points.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a funny old game when it goes to plan. I mean, we predicted. Well, I predicted. I know that sounds too harsh.
But it's not great, is it?
That's not what sport is
no,
it? But everyone bowl. Anyway,
it's good you let that go.
Yeah.
It's a great position.
Nervousness now, in the style of Jonatan Christie. These next 2 or 3 points are important. Christie needs 3 out of 4, you know, that kind of score. He needs 3 out of the next 4 rallies. Otherwise, if Popov gets 1 odd point at this stage for Christo Popov, and I can't believe it was in. Shot from Christie. However, Popov's play in the third has been special at times. No! Can't get behind the shuttle to hit down hard. He's got to be clever here. I can't.
Reaction there from Jonatan Christie.
Good defense.
My goodness.
Oh no. Oh no!
Points.
Yeah, match point. Can Christie hold it together?
No, he can't.